Hi, I'm Gloria Coppola, licensed massage therapist and continuing education provider for massage professionals. Today's topic: how do I know when I should offer a new service after I've taken a continuing education training? Well, if you've just taken a weekend workshop, chances are you've gotten an introduction to a modality. So I suggest that you learn more about it until you really have gotten all the skills underneath you. In the meantime, practice, practice, practice. And even if you've taken a 3, 4, or 5 day training, it still takes time to master techniques. All too often, I have gone for sessions literally around the world and have found here in the United States that sometimes, not every time, but sometimes therapists get either a brief intro to something, sometimes even in school, and think they know the entire modality and all aspects of it, and they don't provide the service that someone like me who has experience behind me in different modalities and getting treatments from people who have mastered techniques will get disappointed. So what happens when your client gets disappointed? Well, they're not going to come back. And that's not going to be good for you. It's also not good for the industry. Because let's say, and this is true, this really happened. Let's say that you studied cranial sacral therapy. I studied cranial sacral therapy to the advanced levels and studied for about 8 years, okay? It took me 2 years before I decided to put it on my menu and brochure. Why? Because that's who I am. I like to master things and make sure my client is getting the best. When I began to offer craniosacral as a treatment, I had a client come in one day and I'm working on her and I suggested it to her and she said, "Nah, I've had that before and it did absolutely nothing for me." And actually, I was quite surprised because I was getting some phenomenal results with my clients, especially for headaches. And so I asked her, did she know at all whether or not the therapist had, adequate training? And she really didn't know. She just said it did nothing. So I said to her, this is what I'd like to offer you. I'd like to gift you with an additional 15 minutes within this session and utilize some of my cranial sacral techniques to see if I can help alleviate some of your problems. So since she didn't have to pay for it, she said, okay. Well, after the session, she said to me, that was not the same thing I had done. And that told me a lot. From there on, she wanted cranial sacral. It helped improve her condition. And she realized too that in the future she needs to ask, how long have you been doing this particular modality? So I know we get excited after we come out of a training and we can't wait to offer it on our menu and gift our clients with these wonderful sessions. But you got to master your techniques. Definitely gift them with an extra 15 minutes and practice, but don't start charging for it until you really know what you're doing. And when you're learning all these modalities that have, very ancient healing lineages, there's more than the technique involved. For those of you that study, you know that. And those of you who haven't, you've got to learn that. And for those of you studying all these complex structural types of modalities, well, you want to fine tune those skills too so you don't hurt your client or do the wrong thing. So please, when you could take a continuing education course, don't offer it on your menu on Monday morning. Practice, practice, get a study buddy, give each other feedback, fine tune your skills, and then bring it to the table when you're proud of what you do and you're really confident in what you do. Don't learn on your clients, okay? Practice on them, master it, then offer it as a session and charge them. Thank you. If you have any questions about your trainings, please contact me, Gloria, at massageproce@gmail.com. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, shine your light, and you will always be bright.